Just trying to work out some grid issues at the moment towards the back of the grid.
Cars starting all over the place at the back of the grid there. I'm not sure exactly what happened. They weren't staged in their right positions at all. Anyway, the race is underway, and Tilley out in front, then Williams, Collins, Moyle and Girvan as they head round there. Look at Hubbard already making his way through as they head up towards turn 3. And 97 going through there, that's Collins.
Peter McNiven in the little red RX2. He is right on the tail of Darren Collins. So the little rotary certainly giving the Ford some hurry up. A great start from McNiven up there in 4th in front of that very quick green Tirana of Andrew Girvan. So Girvan has had a great first part of this lap too, Ron.
Yes, as I say, I guess the matter-of-fact man will be looking at the starting procedure at the back of the grid there. They weren't in the right positions or anything, so 3 abreast they were at one stage. Anyway, as you say, the lead cars now coming through: Tilley, Williams, Collins, Boyle and Girvan. Girvan really pushing in the little RX2 as they head down towards the hard left-hander. A lot of heavy braking goes on in this spot here. The all one really locking up and losing it altogether.
Adrian Moyle in the Chevy Camaro goes off and rotates the car. He's trying to get the car started again, but a bit of a messy moment there for Moyle.
That caught his attention, I'm quite sure. Is he going to get going, or is he waiting for the traffic to move through? I think he's waiting for traffic. He's probably got the thing going. There's a lot of cars to get through. Yes, he's got going right stone motherless fast almost, because we've got a couple of other slower cars behind him. Anyway, down the long straight they come, down the start-finish straight, and that's car 29 getting through there with that's Girvan. Girvan doing very, very well indeed in the March 17th green XU1.
Hubbard right on the tail of Girvan. So Hubbard, the Chevy Camaro, number 24, starting to make his presence felt as he tries to reel in that green Tirana of Girvan. Not far behind Hubbard is Brett Trengrove in the slightly late model 69 model Chevy Camaro, number 22.
They look great going around together, don't they? Hubbard really slipping and sliding through the S's up the top there, and really holding on. Pretty good line through there. Nice big fat wheels on that one as they go around what we call the cleavage up the top. And watching on the screen here, it's still Hubbard, and then 22 in behind him. So that's a great race going on between those two. There we've got 17 getting a bit out on the wide line there. It's,
Rob Van Stockham in the Ford Mustang, just been rounded up by Les Wormsley in the white Cortina number 99.
Must have an issue.
Phil Barrow in the FJ Supercar, we call it affectionately, number 72 goes past Van Stockham. So Rob Van Stockham driving the Ford Mustang, originally built some years ago now by Alistair Raven for Drew Margett. Jim Richards owning this car for a point as well. Replay coming up now of Adrian Moyle getting it all wrong, and then number 25 Chevy Camaro just had to lock up the brakes there to not go into the rear of the Girvan Tirana and fell right back to the tail end of the field. Van Stockham, Scott past Barrow in the FJ, Bland in the Capri getting past the Humpy as well. Adrian Moyle starting to regain some track position now after that error on the opening lap. Brad Tilley, meanwhile, back at the front, is still leading over Andrew Williams in the Tirana. No surprise to see fastest lap from Brad Tilley. With 6 laps remaining, this first race for the Just Cars Historic Touring Cars. Hubbard coming to the pits, unfortunately, so kisses death there. I think we mentioned him a few times there, Ron.
Too many times, unfortunately.
Do it every time. So shame there for Tony Hubbard. Out of the race. Brett Ferris in the number 19 XU1 has his hands full with Chris Stern in the Mustang, and Ben Dahlstrom, the president of the Historic Touring Car Association, in the Silver Charger. He has David Noakes in the twin cam, the BDA powered Escort right behind him. Absolutely beautiful car, the number 19 Tirana of Ferris. Dahlstrom on screen in the Charger car, previously campaign run by Les Walmsley. We saw Les have many great drives beyond the wheel of that fantastically quick Charger.
Absolutely, and always a sight to see when he was driving it, but he's now driving a little Cortina GT. Okay, so we look at our lead cars, still Tilley, Williams, Collins, McNiven and Given, then Trentgrove. Cars make their way up over the old start finish line down into turn 3. And we've got 39.
Greg Menzies in the Mark II Jag, unfortunately retired a couple of laps ago. So sad to see the Mark II, the big cat parked on the sidelines there.
Let's see just where he is at the moment.
Car that won consecutive Australian Touring Car Championships at the very start of what we now know, I guess we still call supercars touring cars. Well, they've taken the mantle anyway. They're strictly not a touring car anymore. So hopefully we'll see Greg back out there in that beautiful Mark II Jag tomorrow. As we still see this battle going on between Chris Stern and the Mustang and Ben Dahlstrom in the Charger. Nothing between them.
No, pretty good race, and then we've got Tweedy as we were mentioning in the mini there.
On screen, your man, Roddy.
Yes.
Tom Tweedy right behind the Mark I Escort of David Noakes. So Tweedy doing a great job in 12th, and then Dimitriv Kupres, the first of the minis, in fact.
He says he's running as a 1293. We'll take it as red. But anyway, he's doing very well.
As long as you can't see the pistons going up and down from outside the block, it's all good.
So, on Tweedy, 140.4, so he's going pretty well. Good time. And the quickest of the NB cars, of course, is Tweedy.
Dom Leo in the white and gold Camaro, starting to put the pressure on Pete Muhlman in the all-black number 43 Ford Mustang. Pete Muhlman, consecutive winner of the club championship here in Victoria. He's certainly got his hands full with Dom Leo right on his tail. Dom Leo, of course, son of Tino Leo. How many races did Tino do here at Winton, Ron? Many, many years in all sorts of categories.
I think he just about owned the circuit there at one stage. He had all sorts of variants of motor cars he drove. Predominantly gold, they were, a lot of them.
Yep, a lot of gold on Tino's cars. Starting off, of course, the Humpy Holden. HQ, that beautiful HQ sports sedan that started life as a touring car with John Harvey at the wheel. Tino owned that for many years. Dom right on the door handles of Pete Muhlman. Great battle here. Oh, Willie Van Wersch goes off in the Falcon.
And that's always hit the fence down there too.
Oh, it's disappointing for Willie. Not sure if he had a brake issue because he left the circuit
off in a great rate of knots.
Great rate of knots, and of course very wet here yesterday afternoon, I'm told, and that has not allowed Willie to pull the car up in time, and unfortunately he's gone sideways into that tyre wall. Safety car will be dispatched.
Yes, yellow flags down there, so they're all slowed up a bit.
Fairly heavy impact there, sideways for Van Wersch. Got back into the driver's seat after several years of not racing, a prolific collector of Group C touring cars over the years, and jumped back into competition with this ex-white Falcon a few months ago.
Used to run under the banner of the Yellow Brick Road. That was his name, and he's probably built many a factory around the Benalla area too, a prolific builder of units and things like that.
So we hope Willie's okay. It was fairly strong impact there with the tyres. A lot of metal around Willie, of course, the big XY Falcon. Here we have a replay going off at a great rate of knots, so possibly a brake issue there at the end of the old back straight for Van Wersch. Tripped over the ripple strip, went careering across that wet grass and into the tyre barrier quite solidly. So we've got 2 more races for this category tomorrow. Of course, a preliminary in the morning, and then the big 50k Just Cars Historic Touring Car Cup, which has always provided great racing on. A longer journey for historic tours, which allows the guys to get into the groove. And the checkered flag, we're being told, will come out to end this race, unfortunately, under safety car, but not much we can do about that, unfortunately, with that incident happening right towards the end. So we've completed a race distance, so Brad Tilley will be awarded the win.